So the originating carrier is supposed to know their customer. So they're supposed to have done some diligence. So if I work with a call center, this call center says that it validates all the companies using it. It's Chase, it's Bank of America, et cetera. So they do some diligence to know who their customer is. At least that's the theory. They've got evidence of who it is, and so they can authenticate the call. And there's different levels of knowing your customer. So an authentication level A is, I absolutely have a relationship. I know who these guys are. A B might be have a relationship with someone who's vouching for it. And there's other tiers. But that was the idea was, okay, at least now everybody's got to sign their call. And so you can't just make up numbers. Well, there's two problems. One is it's not ubiquitous, yes, but presumably that'll get solved. Everybody will have put shaken and stir in place. But the second problem is kind of more insidious, is that the bad guys use shaken and stir. They get real numbers, they authenticate them, and then they appear to be, they can get the green check mark, appear to be verified, and take advantage of that. I got a call a few days ago from Netflix. It's not Netflix. It was just somebody who's got a SIM somewhere and filled in the caller ID or caller name to be Netflix and is calling people. So that was kind of the problem there. So it solved one problem, but kind of created another.
Did they register the company under like Netflix with something that's not an I but an L? Like how could they pass the know your customer validations that the telco was to enforce?
But believe it or not, T-Mobile and some of the other carriers have a web form where you can put what name you want, right? So some people eliminate their last name for privacy, or they'll fill in whatever name they want. It's a legitimate thing their customers want, right? So somebody gets a real T-Mobile phone or SIM or whatever and says, I decided I'm going to be the IRS or I'm going to be Netflix, and they just fill it in. And so it's not much more complicated than that in this particular case, as far as we could tell.